Hey guys, SyncWeaver here, and it's been a while since I put a video out, so I'm here to update on you guys on what's happening in my life and what's going on. So I put out chronologies. If you haven't seen it, it's on Final Fantasy XI. If you don't know about it, you can click on this button here, and you can see some of that, you know, the myth of Final Fantasy XI, and go back on the first episode. But other than that, I've been kind of busy in my life. I've been working more, you know, trying to build up the money. I saw E3. I saw how, you know, PlayStation 4 pwned the Xbox One, and of course we're not going to talk about that because it's like a forbidden subject apparently. I've also been, you know, clear and updated on the fact that Final Fantasy XIV Realm Reborn is coming out on August 27th, 2013, which I'm getting ready for because I'm actually going to come out with a kind of episodic show for Final Fantasy XIV, kind of like the life and adventure of SyncWeaver, although I don't think I'm going to be using the name SyncWeaver in as a character. Anyway, other than that, it's gonna be kind of like me going around doing quests and playing around with my friends. It's not gonna just be me by myself, hopefully. And also, it's kind of an invitation to you guys. If you guys want to play with me, I fully support it. You guys can pop up in the episodes and YouTube, and obviously we'll play around, have some fun. So yeah, it's kind of like, you know, show you some quick tips and tricks on how to do some quests, missions, and how to play for beginners and all that other good stuff. If it's the first time playing Final Fantasy XIV, you know, I'll show you some quick things, you know, talk about the economy and everything, and, you know, later down the line we'll talk about the lore of Final Fantasy XIV as well. Okay, other than that, there's this trailer that I want to talk about, so we'll move on to that after I show you this little clip of the new jobs. It's kind of a pretty cool thing. It's about Arcanists, Summoner, and the Scholar. And they kind of changed up the Scholar a little bit. The Scholar is summoning creatures now, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool, you know, it's not that bad. And then you have the Arcanist, which is the new one. I don't know if there was ever an Arcanist in the past, and then they brought back the Summoner, which I think is probably the most powerful out of the three. So I'll show you that, and then we'll move on to the trailer and talk about that as well. So yeah, that was the trailer for the Arcanist, the Scholar, and the Summoner, and let's move on to the official trailer here, and I'm gonna post it up in the background, probably clip it a bit, edit it a little bit. So it starts out, you know, pretty Final Fantasy-ish, giant crystal in the background, and then it shows Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Just, hey, these are the past games that we make. Why not go on to 14? And then it's just like Final Fantasy 14 for the first time. Now, I'm not saying Final Fantasy XIV is the first, like, it's not the very first Final Fantasy XIV. So they show some environments, and it looks pretty cool, like, better than the old Final Fantasy XIV. It's a lot bigger. Showing the Garleans coming out of their ship, and yeah, they're amassing an army once again, saying that, you know, of course, they're trying to do their thing. So, and then they show Infinite in the background. He's coming out. He's still alive. He's still a primal. He's not... I don't know if he'll be a summon, but he's still a primer, and he's still a boss. You still have to fight him, apparently, and it shows here in this trailer. So I'm not really spoiling anything. And it shows the hero fighting alongside the monk, which is actually pretty cool. And then they move on to Syl, who, you know, more job-related attacks and skills. They show that the primals are still ethereal-hungry badasses. So it shows. Here's the part where I had like a little mixed up. What is that thing? I don't know. I don't know. So they show Titan getting his ass rocked with more job-specific attacks. Pretty cool, like aesthetically, like nice. And so moving on from that, they show how important it is for your role to be in here. And now the voice acting in here is pretty cool. The lip syncing, pretty bad. They should really fix that. But now the voice acting is actually pretty good, and I'm actually kind of glad they put that in there. They're showing the importance of all that. Then Sid comes up being a badass saying, "You don't have no idea who I am, do you?" "I'm Sid, bitch!" and flies away. So, along with that, job-specific abilities, I saw a wall for a paladin and final heaven for a monk. How specific is that? And then, I'm not sure if that's Omni slashing up. I'm not going to say anything. I see more jobs as well. The meteor is still there, and I just want to point this out. I saw, I'm pretty sure I saw. Let's go through this again. I saw a wall, a final heaven, and Omni slash. Omni slash, guys. What's Omni slash doing in an MMO? Oh well. Just know, I think that was a Black Knight that was in there. So it shows that. Riding machines, the environments once again, which again looks beautiful, the changes that happened over the years, like the 5 years you were gone, or being transported. You weren't really gone, you were just teleported. It's like the Legend of Zelda thing going on here. Shows more like, will you fight, or like, will you join us, will you fight? Shows pretty good, it's showing a pretty good trailer here. You know, Unite as one, which obviously means get a friend, get some friends. Get some friends, and you'll be fine. Now, I'm seeing a whole bunch of things going on here, like the Chocobo fighting by your side, which is pretty cool. I'm seeing a whole shitload of good stuff going on here. Heath Crystal's Call. And, yeah, the significance of this story has been totally revamped. You are quite important, sir. So, I want to also talk about this guy right here. He some mask guy. Obviously, he's one of the bad guys. How influential will he be? I don't know. So then it just goes on saying Final Fantasy XIV. Okay. Oh look, Bahamut. I can tell that's him. So what does he have involved in the future? I don't know. And then it tells you, hey, look, it's coming out on August 27th on 2013 on the PlayStation 3 and the PC. And in 2014, it's coming out on the PlayStation 4. Ain't that great? So, oh, now they tell me it's a Realm Reborn. Thanks, guys. So, there you go. There you have it. That was the trailer. It was a pretty cool trailer. If you want to see the trailer without me talking in the background, of course, I will post a link of it down below, and you guys can enjoy it, hear the voice acting for yourself, and see how messed up the lip syncing was. But I'm actually quite excited, nonetheless, of all the bad lip syncing for Final Fantasy XIV Realm Reborn, and I will be, of course, uploading episodic shows for a Realm Reborn. I'm just going to be doing quest missions and all that other stuff, and then I will eventually do lore and maybe a lot more. And if you guys would like to play with me, I'll put the server list up there and you'll see my name. So, this has been Syncweaver, and of course, if you like what you see, you can click the like button. If you'd like to see more of my videos, you can also subscribe, And if you have any questions for me about the show or Final Fantasy XIV, you can always list it in the comments below, and I will see to it that I'll try and get to it, because in the next episode I will actually having questions and answers for questions you guys have asked me, or questions that you guys will ask me, hopefully in the comments below. So, you guys enjoyed the Sync Weaver, and again, have some fun, and hopefully I'll see you in 14 Realm Reborn.